I'm just settling in and of course trying to see if I can already see the chat. Hi, Sparkle Berry Shine. You started the chat with a bang. I hope the visibility is better this time. Last live I had one of my lights sticking in the corner right here, and I've tried to fix it. I hope right now it's better. Although I see some black in this corner, and I'm gonna try and fix it. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Maybe I can even go a little bit more zoom. Let's hope for the best. I hope you saw my notification about what we're going to do today. And if you had a printer, managed to print this, I've posted it on Facebook. I don't have a website to post this, so that's the only means I have right now to put a template so you can use. And if you don't have a way to go into Facebook and find it, then there are all kinds of free printables out there on the internet, and you can just print whatever you like and just make a simple layout of an owl. I just played until I found something that I liked. I've done 3 versions and also 3 sizes. They are just a little bit different. This is the smaller one, a little bit bigger, and this one is bigger. So I didn't know which one or what I'm going to exactly do. So I've done 3 options of an owls. I'm thinking that I will only use this one today. And we are going to make this owl just from all kinds of paper scraps. Basically, we are going to build it like doing a quilt from all kinds of paper scraps. And okay, so we've got this and tracing paper, and I took this ruler just so when I will need to go and do the eyes, it will be easier. Also, if you have all kinds of circle punches, also a way to go about it. So let's see, I'm just moving it. I'm only going to do one on to work on this side, and as I said in my notification, you can use whatever paint you want for the background. I was going to scrape some acrylic paint like I did in my last live, like I've done here, but decided that I've already done it and I haven't used in a lot of time my chalk pastels, so that's what I'm going to use today. Again, you can use whatever medium, whatever paint you have and you want to be in the background. I really don't care. Most of the background is just going to be green, and that's it. I'm not really concerned about the background. I'm planning on 3 owls, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 2. We'll see how many I'm going to fit on this page. So that's what we are going to do today. I'm moving aside some of the papers, and I don't see anything moving in the chat, so I'm going to try again doing something about it. Okay. Hi, Robin. Hi, Nanette. April. Hi, Brenda. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce the next name. Hi, Ludmila. Okay, so I'm just going to start with the background, and just so it would be easier for me, I'm going to flip this like this, and I'm going to use mainly a green colors. This set is, I think I've bought a long time ago from AliExpress, and this one is from my cheap store. Yeah, and let's see, I'm just going to start smearing this, all kinds of greens, really don't care. Okay, so another color. And let's see, maybe a darker green. I just don't want it to overwhelm the page, so I'm not putting it like this and scraping. I'm taking it like this. Maybe a little bit around the page just to make a darker edging. And right now I'm leaving it at that. As I said, I am not super concerned about my background, just having fun with it. And we'll see. Some of it is gonna get covered, I'm already telling you, so I'm not getting attached to what is going on. Let's see. Okay, very, very simple background. Anyone can do it. I'm just going to move this aside. I'm thinking about activating it. It can be activated to some degree with water, so I'm thinking about smearing the chalk pastels with a baby wipe. Right now I'm leaving it be. I'm more interested in creating the owls and and cleaning my fingers. Okay, so that's that. So the owls, very, very simple. Well, it doesn't matter what shape, what template you have, you can do it. If you don't want owls, do something else that you like. I was thinking in the beginning to do a whimsical page with some lizards, but I don't know. Last minute I decided on owls, and so that's what we are going to do today. So I've got all kinds of paper scraps, and there are two ways to go about it. One way is each time pick a one section, one element out of your template, trace it onto the paper that you want, and then fussy cut it. Another way to go about it is in advance pick like several pages. I've done it before. There is a video I've done. I think it was called something like a quilt effect or something of the kind for birds. And I've picked like 5 pages out of this dictionary, which I always put some leftover paint, cleaning stamps on it, cleaning stencils, whatever, just, and that's how you get a lot of painty papers to, or collage papers for that matter, to play with. So another way to go about it is to take like several pages, let's say like this 3. You trace one owl. That's when I'm lazy. I will trace one owl, and then I will cut the same area from all the pages, and then I will just mix them around. I hope I'm making sense. I will put either way, I will put a link below to the other video. And but today I think, even though it will take a little bit more time, I think I will just do each part by themselves. Okay, so I'm thinking of doing only this one today. I really like him. I really like all 3 of them, but I'm going to do only this one, and I need 3 owls or maybe 2. So if I don't need the third one, it will just stay, and I will do something else in another page. Okay, so I want for the big something yellow or something like that with oranges, orange color. So I'm going to trace this part. I'll just put this here and trace this shape. Now, just so it will be easier for me, I'm doing this. Later on you will see why it's easier. It's then just cutting it here where the eyes are. So I already have one beak here, and I'm not sure how much of it you can see, but it's here. I'm fussy cutting it. Here we go. Already I've got one beak. If you are only doing one, you can also use the template, or just print more than one template and just glue it on the template. Of course, in the correct order, because there is the face first and the beak will be on top, and then the eyes. But you can print more than one page and just use this as I don't know, as your board, and just glue it here and then fussy cut it. It depends how you want to work. So I've got one beak here, and let's do another one. I don't want them the same, but I want them a little bit similar. So I'm going to use the same painty paper for 2 more beaks. And I'm not really concerned where they are and what it would pick. I can also take the first one, put it on the page and then cut it. It's just how it would be easier for you to work. I'm not overly concerned with being precise with the fussy cutting. I'm planning on going over each shape all around with black permanent marker, so I can cut a little bit more than what I've traced. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, we've got a beak, and now I'm deciding on, let's do the face. What face, what color do I want? I'm not going for the greens because I already have green in the background, so I prefer to use something else that will show. And as much as I like this, I'm not sure. I want something happy and bright. Let's do maybe this one. This one can be fun, but maybe for the body of the owl. So, well, I'm going to take out of this one, and you can, if you're not sure about the placement, you can always put this and like this, and when you are sure where you want it, then insert the tracing paper. Now my template was done on tracing a paper on something like this, which is translucent. So it would be, if you want, you can transfer it to this, and then it's easier to see what's going on, down beneath. I've printed it just so it would be easier to show, and so I can provide you with a template. So this is going to be the body of at least one of the owls. Here we go. And now I can take this, just place it on any other page and cut away, or again just trace it, however is easier for you. Maybe this one can be interesting. I don't want them the same, so maybe I'm going to take this. Okay, so here is another one. And now I need another interesting painty paper for the body of the third owl that I'm not sure yet if I'm going to use. Let's find something else here. No. Maybe this one. This could be interesting. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put this here. Just so I can keep up with what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. So I see the chat is not moving again. So I'll just try again and again. Okay, let's see who I missed. Hi, Amy, Beth, Brenda, Juanita, Caroline, Jojo B, Evie. Okay, and now I will just read some of the comments and take time to drink something. Okay. I think I'm up with the chat, at least for now. Okay, so this is very bright, so I'm really thinking of using it for something. And let's see. I think I'm going to use this. I don't know what to call it. It is what it is. And I think that's what I'm going to use for with this very bright gel print. Just placing it. Okay. I'm making a mess as usual. Not enough room. There will never be enough room. Just got back from the vacation. I was in Budapest and it was so F hot. I'm not going to use the F word. I was melting, and it seems like with all the heat waves in Europe in the last years, they still don't understand that you need ACs everywhere. I thought maybe I will go to a mall and I will have something, a breeze or something. There will be AC even in the mall. There wasn't an AC. Only inside the stores I was practically melting, and the humidity was awful. I hate humidity. I was born in a desert climate, and humidity just kills me. Hi, Lorena. Who did I miss? Eyebrows. Yeah, let's call it eyebrows, Evie. Maybe, no, I'll take the eyebrows from the same gel print, I think. Yeah, just from another area, so it won't be completely the same. Okay. Of course, now I lost my scissors underneath all this mess. Oh, again, not trying for perfect. It will be even better when it's not perfect. Okay. Second one. Let's do another. Just trying to make it interesting. Of course, I can trace it with black permanent marker that I'm planning to use on the edges of all these pieces, but from past experience, whenever I'm trying to do that, something happens and I ruin things. So I'm trying to be patient and just do it with a pencil, and later on I will do the black permanent marker. Although, as I'm doing this, I'm thinking that maybe not to use a black permanent marker and just darken the edges with black ink pad. We'll see. First I need to cut all the pieces that will make the owls. Okay. So now let's do the face. And I'm thinking that maybe I will change, like I will use this for the face, like here or here, and this for another one. So I'm repeating the same painty papers, collage papers, whatever you like to call them. I like to call them painty papers, although there is no such thing as painty. What can I say? So let's start. Face. I need to trace the face. Let's put it here. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, okay. Not perfect, but that's all right. This painty paper was done with watercolors, and as they are wet, I sprinkled coarse a salt, let it dry, and then remove the salt when it was dry. That's what it does. I'm planning on doing in the next video, not the live one, but to do all kinds of stuff with fun stuff with watercolors that anyone can do. All the people that are afraid to use watercolors, that will be the video for you. I'm thinking for the face, I'll only use a little bit of the black. Don't want it too much. Let's do it here. So I'm planning on a video with watercolors and especially with stencils and all kinds of tips and tricks. I've got a new set of watercolors and I'm just itching to use it. So no, that's okay. I will put it here and I will have the third owl face. I'm leaving the eyes for later. I'm hoping to use a punch. I have several sizes. I'm hoping to use the punches, but if not, then not. And also I'm thinking that for the eyes I'm going to use some solid color because it would be just too much to have some of these painty papers as eyes. Okay, so we've got this, and as I said, eyes are the last, and let's see. So now I need to do this section like the wings, and maybe from this one. Why not? Let's go for it. Okay, and wherever it goes, it goes. Just checking to see it's in place. Now, as you are making it, if you feel that you want a little bit of difference in the owls, you can change it, like I've done here. Like the eyebrows, you can decide without this part and just round it, or if you want the here the wings, you can do it like this. So really up to you. I'm just going now with the same owl for all. Okay. I know it doesn't look like much right now, all the pieces, but it will change once we are assembling all the puzzle pieces. Let's see. I'm thinking of taking from the same a painty paper, just from another area, so there will still be a difference between this page is just smeared paint. I didn't even do any pattern on it, and I like it even though it's that simple. Okay, so this one here, this one will be here, and now I need something else for this one because the colors are too much of the same. So let's see, maybe from this. No, maybe this one, or where did this, oh, here it is, maybe this one. Yeah, I'll just do another one from this paper here, or okay. Good enough. I'm trying to cut and watch what is going on in the chat. You fell asleep, yeah. I'm not blaming you. It's too early down under. Okay. I'm thinking this one maybe here. Yeah, okay, good enough. And I still need to make the legs, and of course then I will go and do the eyes. So legs, I'm thinking this would do the trick. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah. Another thing to do after you are assembling whatever you chose to do, if it's the owls or anything else that you would like to do this with this technique, place them on white paper and photocopy it. You will have more for other projects in the future. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be the legs. And once again, hi Valerie. Yeah, painty papers and cheap store are some of my best. I know it looks like a mess, but you will see that it will be very lovely. And I'm also planning of adding details to all these pieces. And of course we are also have the background and the placement and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so that's mostly what we've got, and I'm thinking of taking some white printer paper and assembling my owls on it. And let's see what I'm going to do, just so it would be easier. I'm just keeping this as template, so now I'm just tracing the outer line of my owl, just so I will have some indication where everything goes. good enough. And of course I've got parts for 3 owls, so that's what I'm going to do. You don't have to do this part, it's just easier for me to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. One more. Okay. Now just gluing the pieces, and let's see. First I need the face, yeah. Once again I'm using this B7000 just because it has a fine nozzle. It's a very strong glue, which most of the time you don't need it for paper, but I just like to work with it on small pieces of paper. Here we go. Face. No, not the face. I need the body first because the body is going underneath the face like so, yeah. And even the wings. Okay, my bad. Oh, and the legs. Oh, I'm not thinking. The legs are underneath this. Okay. I don't care if the outer line doesn't match because it's all going to be fussy cut. So it really doesn't matter. Okay. So now I've got the wings. Okay. Next. Okay, so we are graduating for the to the face. Yeah, okay. Okay. Starting to take shape. I'm wasting too much glue on my fingers. Okay. Hi, Melissa. Okay. So we've got this, and it's time to do the eyes, and then we'll go into the fine details. And I need to find something, I don't know what to call it, tame, mostly a solid color. Maybe this will work. I've got this painty paper, but a very boring one. So, but it can work for the eyes. And let's see sizes of circle punches that I've got, because it can make my life easier. A circle, I've got 2.5 centimeters, and I don't know what's this. Maybe it's the same, I don't know. Maybe. If not, I will just cut by hand. Where are my other punches? Okay, so let's see. I'm thinking this is too big, but I will try and see how it works in terms of size. Let's see. Not even a good punch. No, too big. This one also. So let's try this one. This one can be interesting. So let's see, maybe something else. What else do I have? I'm trying to find something with solid color, but most of my pages are with a pattern with some stenciling on top or stamping. So what else? Maybe I can manage. Okay. Now I want a very small circle for the eyeball, if I can call it that. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think I have wiggly eyes somewhere, and I also have some stickers. I used to do small, don't know what to call them. Wait for me, I'm checking. Where did I put it? Okay, here we are. So I have wiggly eyes and I've got this kind of stickers. And what I was starting to say is I used to do like small plushy dolls. Don't know if they are called dolls or let's see. No, I don't have something. Can't reach it. I only have one or two left. I used to do from felt all kinds of little plushes like bears and all kinds of animals. So I had this kind of eyes to stick. So I'm thinking maybe this could work here, or let's go crazy with some wiggly eyes. We'll see. First, I'm thinking that, let's see. Yeah, I'll glue this first, and then I want to do some details. Okay, so we've got this, and I want to go around, not this one, I've got another one that I want to use. I've got all kinds of permanent markers, and some have a softer tip and a little bit wider. So that's what I'm using now because it's just easier for me. I'm not doing the eyes yet. I'm thinking that I should probably use this ruler to go around the eyes. I'm adding just a line here so this would look more like a wing. Okay, so I need another one. Oh, not Posca pen. Now I'm just doing the same thing all over again. And I still want to, after this, to add the eyes and to add some more details to each owl that will make it different from the other one. Almost. That's what happens when you decide to make your own thing. These two markers should probably go to the trash. They are not good enough. That's it. Trash. Another one. Nope. Oh boy. Another one to the trash. I'm killing them. So now I'm just using the one that has a little bit finer tip than the ones I've used before. Never mind. I'll manage. Okay. So maybe go for the eyes so they will have some character. Maybe one looking to the side. Why not? And maybe one looking up. Okay. Now I want to trace around my circles. Let's find something. I think this one will work. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, some more detailing, and I'm thinking of using some of my Posca pens. It doesn't have to be a Posca pen. Yeah, you can use acrylic pen with the stylus because I'm going to make some dots. And let's see. Yeah. Trying to make it more juicy. I don't have any other word for it. You can also use I know it sounds crazy, but you can also use a nail polish. These days there are all kinds of crazy uh, colors to nail polish, so I'm thinking yeah. Can hardly see this light blue, but never mind. Maybe I'll go over it with some other color. Oops. No, don't like it. Okay, it's time for the acrylics. Okay. And stylus. You can also use a Q-tip to make dots. I know it would be better if I took a fine brush, but it's whimsical and I don't really care. It's just little details that I'm adding. Okay, that's done. Let's take yellow. Just clean the tip. Yeah, I really like it. Okay, I've got 3 owls and now I need to get back to my background. I'm letting this acrylic paint dry, so I'm putting this aside now. When you've got this, that's what I've talked about, uh, just scanning or taking a photo, and so you will have another copy of this to have more focal points for other project in later future. I'm just removing some of the mess that I have here, so I will have enough room to do something. Okay. Let's take some water. Okay. So, back to the background. And I'm thinking if I want to smear it this chalk pastels with the baby wipe, or if I'm leaving it as is. I'm leaving it as is right now. Okay, so I want to cover some of this, and basically I'm taking a pencil and I'm going to do a wavy line here that's going to create some kind of frame. And I'm thinking, do I want 2 or I think I'll just do 2. And from here I'm doing some kind of branch. You can hardly see it, I know, but I hope that you will see what I'm doing in several minutes. Just very freely I'm doing it right now, and Now I'm going to use either acrylic paint or gesso because I'm going to mask some of this background. Maybe add, it's even difficult for me to see what I'm doing. Maybe a leaf. Something like that. Okay, so I'm thinking, what color do I want? White or cream or I'm going with some, I'm gonna try for soft yellow in the hopes that it will be nice. And let's see, I've got this yellow, and I'm going to leave green only for the frame and around the tree branches that I've sketched here. And let's take some brush. Now I know that this will activate and mix with the chalk pastels, but I don't care. First I'm going over the lines that I've made just so I can see what I'm doing. I'm thinking that I need maybe to add a little bit of white, but for now I'm just going with this so I can see where everything goes. So basically my background is only now being created. I put down the green knowing that I'm going to mask most of it and that this will become the branches where my owls are going to sit on. I hope I'm making sense. Right now, as I said, I'm just doing it with this yellow, and I'm thinking that afterwards I will add a little bit of white just to create areas that are lighter. Okay, this is driving me crazy. Off with it. It's so quiet, and this started to get on my nerves. I know it looks kind of weird, but we'll get there. I like how the acrylic paint activates some of the chalk pastel, so I'm getting all kinds of in-between colors, and it's more interesting. And also I've got movement on the page from, well, from the chalk pastels first, because I've gone way and done wavy lines, but now also with the brush strokes I'm getting more interesting background. Again, flipped it just because it's easier. Almost. Okay, so now I can see where things are. And because I really like what's going on with the acrylic paint with the chalk pastels, who knew it will work this well, I'm thinking of taking a very light green and doing the same for the rest of the page. Let's see, what do I have? Maybe this one. Okay, so a brush. Okay. Maybe I'm going to add a little white. Maybe it's better if I will start here. This is just the beginning. I'm planning on having more details or more definition for the background. Who knew that acrylics on chalk pastels would look so good? At least I like it. I'm picking a little bit of the white, a little bit of the green each time, and just so it would be more interesting, not one solid color. I think the chat is once again not moving. Eyelashes? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, I hope that I still see what's going on in the chat. Right now, the last entry I see from Melissa. I like this new idea, going to try today. Okay, so the chat is moving. If you don't like this look, again, you don't have to activate the chalk pastels, and you don't have to activate them with acrylic paint. They can be activated with just water. You can do it with the brush. You can do it with a baby wipe. I'm thinking even this will need some contour line, but I'm looking to do it with something a little bit more subtle. Probably will take some felt pen in either green or turquoise and go over the lines. Almost there. Yeah. So, felt pen. Just need to make sure that it's dry. This area is still wet, so I need to be very careful. Very simple drawing. I don't know what to call it. I'm thinking that I want some random leaves coming out of this border, whatever you want to call it. I really don't know. Wasn't planned, just feeling like it. And well, it's whimsical, or you can do whatever you want. I'm playing. None of it was planned. It just seems like it needs more detail. Okay, I'm still thinking of adding more detail to the background, but and maybe for the leaves here, but now I want to cut the owls and see what's going on. And now that I'm looking at it, this branch is too high for my owls. What can I say? This was not planned. Let's see what I can do about it. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I let him stick out of the page. We'll see. Yes, I can photocopy a smaller size, but I'm not that uh, concerned about it. As I said, maybe I will let him stick out. We'll see. If it's a whimsical page, then my owl can probably stick out. I have another crazy idea and how to fix it, but first I need to cut the owls and then we'll see if it works. So I've got this one, and now the last one, and we'll see. I'm already in love with these owls. They're so cute. Okay. Boy, howdy, I'm parched. Okay, crazy idea. Maybe I'll put this owl sticking out like he's looking in. Of course, I'm going to cut it here. He'll just be picking here. So, or maybe not cut, and like if this owl can stick outside, then this owl can stick outside also. Or maybe just because the eyes. No. This one's here, and this one is here. Maybe I'm gonna try something. Okay, I'm thinking of going like this. What do you think? Leave him sticking out. Okay. I'm thinking out of the box. Okay. Just sticking them, and then I'm going to see if I need to add some more detail to the background, or keeping it simple so it won't take away from the owls. Here, that's it. Oh, a little bit crazy. I'm thinking of adding some stamping to the background with something in this color. Just, I don't know. let's see, I want something round and just to break this, all this space. Let's see. I'm looking through stamps that I've put under the category of background. Maybe this will work. Okay, so just sticking it, and I think this should do in terms of color. Yeah. And I want something, a piece of paper. Just a piece of paper so I can print it and it won't go on. Yeah, something like that. Some that will just stick out. Oops. Yeah. I'm loving it. Came out better than I thought. This is it. I like it. Sometimes it's the little things that do the whole page, just by stamping something. Okay, so this is my page. I'm leaving it as is, although I'm tempted to do to doodle or something more. But I'll restrain myself. And as I said, next video, planning on doing a lot of watercolor with stencils. So if you want to do, although it's not live, but nonetheless, if you want to join and do it when I'm with the video, then have some either any kind of watercolors and watercolor paper or thick paper also can work for what I'm planning. And what else I wanted to talk to you about? Oh yeah, next live I'm planning of doing and to alter a cover. This is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe in Hebrew. This is the book that I've read I don't know how many times when I was a kid. I love it. I still love it. And I think the cover is boring. And I want to do something more interesting to the cover. And that will make, I don't know, kids want to open it and read. So that's going to be on the live next, which is going to be next Thursday, down under Friday. And I can already tell you that I'm going to use some gray board, some chipboard, maybe either a white backing from paper napkins for a texture, or tissue paper. And I've already got some stuff that I ordered, just so you will get a hint of what's going to be. I've bought this to be like this, like opening the wardrobe. Oh my God. And I want to do something that will look like the door for the wardrobe, and also like 4 panels, and maybe, I'm not sure yet, and in between, like maybe the trees and the, what it's called, the lamppost that is in the forest when you enter Narnia, if you know this book. So that's what I'm planning. And of course, all the techniques that I'm going to use here can be applied on anything. So it doesn't have to be, it can be a box, it can be, you can do art journal cover. I'm just doing this. I've waited a long time to do the cover for this book. And of course, because it's Hebrew, it's from right to left. So I'll be working here. So that's what in the plans. And what else? Oh, another thing. For those of you who are following my Facebook page, and it's just a Facebook page, it's nothing commercial, it's just my Facebook page. I just posted a lot of photos that I took in Budapest, and some of them I even I wrote that they are good for art journaling and you can use them, like tree barks that I've taken a photo of. This is great as a background, a starter background, also as collage. So you can again save, copy, print if you want to. This photo or one of these are going to be in one of the upcoming art journal pages. So if you want, you can also print this if you want to use it and do something similar. So just so you will know. And you can go to my page without friending me or anything if you don't want to. My page is open on Facebook. So, and that's the only place right now that I have to put stuff like templates, and I'm hoping in the future to have more like I've done today, to so we can work together. So I can provide some templates or a starting point, and so we basically that we can art together. Of course, if you just want to watch, up to you, but just so there will be that option for you to play with me. So that's the page, and yeah, I think I covered everything. If there are some questions or if you want to ask something of me, that's also now is the time. It's easier when I have some feedback from you. And as I'm talking, I'm just trying to get some kind of order here. Okay, let's see. Okay. Well, I'm happy to spend the time with all of you too. It's easier, although the first one I've done, I thought I will have an heart attack. Somehow I managed to pull through, and it's getting easier and easier to do it. And it's just more satisfying when I'm not talking to myself. Even if I can't interact with you on each minute of the live, it still helps to see what's going on and see your comments. So it's great to have you here, and it's great when you are writing me comments, even if it's afterwards when the video is going up. So Juanita, I hope you haven't left anything that will melt in your car. So don't forget, don't hold on. Yeah, okay. Anything that you would like to see in videos, anything that you would like to ask me, now's the time. I'm a good distraction, yes. Blame it on me. I'm good with it. Blame it on Noit. She made me do it. No, I didn't get rid of the pigeons, although I think I got rid of some of them because there is less noise. And after trying AC/DC, I moved on to Led Zeppelin. And up till then, it was great because I like to hear it too. But then when they got used to Led Zeppelin, I found noises on YouTube of, it's not really a night owl, it's another bird that hunts at night. I don't know the word for it in English, and so I played it on repeat, and some of them left. So I'm beginning to be an expert on pigeons. I'm trying to find what kind of birds they are afraid of, so I can play the sounds. And I can't reach my roof. It's a very strange roof, and it's 3 stories high. So for all of you that suggested going on the roof, it's not something that I can do. And I'm also afraid of heights. So I'm not planning on breaking my neck. So the only thing I have right now to do is put all kinds of loud noises that scare them off. I can't even go on the roof and put reflectors that also scares them. We'll see. I'll find something. Yes, it's hot today. Yes. But this time I remembered an hour before I had to go live, I switched on here the AC, let it cool, and when I started the stream, I closed the AC because it just blows everything here, and I don't like the noise. So I'm keeping cool because it really is working. There isn't any place to hang the CDs. The roof is tilted. It's like this with shingles, and I can't go on the roof. I need to find someone that will with a more permanent solution for that. But each time I'm thinking about having some what do you call it, like an electrician or insulator or whatever. I'm getting hives. They never come on time. They always make a mess. So it will take me a little bit longer to call someone. I don't know. I think we had like 30 something Celsius today, and it kept into the evening, and the humidity here is just awful. So I'm living my life closed in the AC. Enlarge one of your owls. Maybe I will enlarge one of them. I don't know, but they just worked fine for this whimsical page. I really like what came out of it, and some of the things are just not planned, and that's great. Okay, so this is it for today, tonight, whatever. And I'm going to sleep. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming in. You don't know how much this means to me. And if you are catching this later on video, please leave me a comment. It's great to hear from you. So this is it. Bye. I will see you in my next video.